Hey y'all. So I know it's been forever since I have sat down and talked to y'all. Well, I mean, the last video I did, I talked about the Oscars real quick, and y'all know what happened. We ain't gotta relive all that. But you know, it's been a minute, and I just finished this show on Netflix. I'm pretty sure you all have heard of it, or most of you. The Ultimatum. Now, I was seeing a couple people talk about it, and I was like, what is this? The movie? You know, I'm always late to, watching stuff. And so I decided to give it a chance after I found out what it was about. And no. That's all I can muster it up to is no. Okay, so before we get into my review, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when I drop a video. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks, prop your feet up, and let's get it. Let's go. So I know I'm real up close and personal because I'm just chilling, and if you hear thunder and rain, listen, we got a tornado warning going on, and I'm on here talking about Netflix. Bear with me. So I watched this in literally one sitting, actually two, because if you watch the show, they just came out with the final 2 episodes, like the finale and the reunion today, April 13th, when I'm recording this. But yesterday or whenever, a couple days ago, I watched it in one sitting, and I was like, ain't no way these people agreed to do this. So basically the whole premise of the show is basically you have these couples, they come in together, they've been together, for a couple years, year and a half, however long, and one of them has given their partner an ultimatum, like they want to get married, they want to have children, they want to move on with the relationship, and the other person has a few little hesitations, a few reservations, right? Financial reasons, they just have some doubts, they want to whatever. So they come into this experience as original couples, and then the premise of it is for them to date the other people who are there to see who they vibe with, who they could see themselves, living with, or whatever the case may be. And then they choose who they want to go into a pre-marriage or a trial marriage with. For 3 weeks, they date the person who they had the most of a connection with. And then they live together, they move in together after they've chosen who they want to be with. They move in together, and it's kind of a test to the original relationship. Like, is the person that they came into this with the person they want to be with, in the long haul? Or is this opening their eyes to there's someone better out there for me? It's making me realize how much this person doesn't appreciate me, or how much they do appreciate me. So all these questions raised and connections are made, and I'm just sitting here like, now, what shook me the most, and I think this is the main thing that shook everybody, is how young these people are. We're not talking about people in their 30s, 40s. We're talking about people fresh out of college. I think the youngest person was 22, 23 to 28. So no one is even 30 yet, okay? We're 23 to 28 years old talking about, you need to marry me right now. We got to have kids. I ain't getting no younger. And it's just dog, y'all are 23. Y'all are fresh out of college. If you went to college, or you're still trying to get your life together. Listen, I graduated college at 22. At 23, I was not giving nobody no ultimatum. I wasn't worried about marriage. And I know when you're younger, when 23, 24, 25, 26 seems so far away, it seems so adult or whatever, especially I don't know how to word it, but I see a lot of posts about this. I'm 26, right? So I'm born in 96, right? And when you're younger and growing up, and you see even your parents, for example, or just movies and TV shows from back in the day, the adults from back in the day, they were adulting. Okay, I'm not sure if it's because the gas prices were cheaper, rent was cheaper, I don't even know, but honey, in the 80s and 90s, they were adulting. Okay, they looked grown. Y'all seen throwback pictures of folks from the 90s and the 80s, they looked grown, the adults from back in the day. And then it's now that's us. I mean, now we're the 25, 26, 27-year-old young adults. And this is I'm not moving like them. I don't look like them. You know what I'm saying? But I know when you're younger, 23, 24, 25, it seems so mature and old and adulting, and you should have this established and this and that. But it's once you get there, it's oh, snap. Now that's when life is really, I don't know, it's just beginning, you know what I'm saying? Now, when I did graduate college, I was in a relationship and stuff like that, but I was having fun, and I wasn't thinking about marriage at that point. I mean, it still was fresh, but even then, 22, 23, dog, I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to go here, go there. I just got my own apartment. I got a job. I'm doing stuff with my media career. Like, I'm trying to get myself together, okay? And I'm still trying to figure out who I am, because who you are as a child is completely different from when you're a preteen and then teenager and then early 20s. Like, you change every day, literally, but you change every time a new phase, like a new set of a phase comes into your life. So say all that to say, and I know there are people who get married and, go through these like commitments at a very young age, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I know for me personally, at 23, I'm not about to sit up here and be like, either you marry me today or I'm finna go like that. When I saw their ages, I was like, dog, at 23, what? And it's just like, I know for sure I want to get married, for sure. Like, I am so traditional in that sense. I know as time has gone on, the traditional family household and dynamic has changed, and that's beautiful. But I know for me, I want the traditional, me and my husband, we have, our 2 kids, and but I want to make sure that I know who I am. I know what it is I want, what I don't want. I've established myself. I ain't got to be all the way perfect, but I want to have some sort of a foundation built for myself before I can do that with somebody else. And listen, no 2 people are perfect. Not one person is perfect. So I'm not expecting for anybody to be 100% perfect, because I know I'm not going to be. But also, at 22, 23, I was so like, I'm mature for my age, but you already know it. At your early 20s, and you just think, life is this lottie-dottie, we like to party, and your mindset changes as you get older. I know for sure, just 3 years later, at 26, I am not the same person at 23, 25, you know what I'm saying? Like, you mature, at least you're supposed to, you mature and stuff like that. So for them to be in this situation, like, dealing with people that they've been dating since they were like 21 or 24, however old they are, and to be in this serious moment, I was like, bruh, that's crazy. But would y'all do something like that? So basically, like I said, you got these original couples, they come in and, the relationship is being tested, loyalty, faithfulness, if this is the person that they truly want to be with. And so we had a couple couples like Nate and Lauren who came in together, and what's their names? Alexis and Hunter, they came in together. And, they tried dating other people and stuff like that. Yeah, they connected with a couple people, but ultimately they realized that, the person they came in with was the person that they truly wanted to be, at least with Alexis and Hunter. Now with Nate and Lauren, I don't want to give too much of it away, just because it still is a newer show, and I know some people haven't watched it all, and probably haven't watched it in one sitting like I have. But I'm just mind blown, honestly. Like, all I can say is no. Now I will say, at the finale, during the finale and stuff like that, and even the reunion, when we saw who ultimately got together and, stuff like that. Hopefully this didn't stop. I just got a phone call. But at the reunion, during the finale, we got to see who, eventually got together, and, who didn't get together, whatever the case may be, and how they progressed. Honey, I will say some of the outcomes shocked me. Some of them were like, ooh, are y'all sure? Like I said a few times, are y'all sure y'all want to do this? And then other people, I was like, yes, So if you've watched the show, listen, I can do another video where I go into more details about the specific people and the couples and stuff like that. But I do want to give people a chance to watch it and, things like that. I actually want to do this video the night or the next morning after I watched it. But then I realized they weren't going to give us the last 2 episodes until today. Boring, how rude. But what did y'all think? Like, could y'all see yourselves doing something like this? Like, imagine being with somebody for 2.5, 3 years. You're waiting for a ring, or they're waiting for a ring, whatever the case may be, and y'all get there and they're like, okay, date 5, 6 other people, vibe with somebody, you move in with them for 3 weeks, and if y'all have a connection, you might realize that the person you came in with is not the person you actually want to be with, and then this person that you just met 3 weeks ago is the person you want. And then that's the first half, okay? So they date other people, they vibe, and then they find the person that they want to, connect with for this trial marriage. They live with that person for 3 weeks, and then the next 3 weeks they go back to their original person to see if anything has changed, like communication has changed for the better, better, or if that person is still the same, you know. And it's just like, that's messy. Like, baby, this show is messy. And it was really giving me 2020 Netflix, meaning, y'all know when The Circle came out, and you know, like Love is Blind and stuff like that, like when quarantine first started, like this show would have been perfect for 2020. We was all in the house just like, you know, watching Netflix and stuff like that. So, but y'all, this was a really good show. And listen, it was very messy. Nick and Vanessa, y'all are messy. But no, I enjoyed it. I don't think I could do it, but honey, it was very interesting to see other people put themselves out there. And I can see how it can be a great learning experience, not just from yourself as a partner, like in a relationship, but you know, for your own self, like, because some people, like, let's say communication. I think communication is a thing for all people, you know, a big issue point, I guess you can say. So let's just say communication was the reason why your person brought you on this show for the ultimatum, or, you know, things like that. If you have somebody else who doesn't really know you, but within those 3 weeks of y'all living together and getting to know each other, and that person can tell you, you know, I can see why this person feels like your communication isn't that great. You know, you really don't open up, or you kind of shut down, or the way you express yourself comes off kind of harsh and stuff like that. So I can see how it can be a great self-reflection or self-learning and self-deflecting, whatever the case may be. But y'all, I'm gonna give me a diary and I'm gonna pray about it, okay? I don't need somebody listen, not on those insecurity type vibes or anything like that, but imagine, because some of these people tried it on several occasions, okay? All I'm gonna say is girls' night. If you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. Girls' night. Let somebody be sitting across from me telling me, oh, girl, man is fine. I want to be with him. That's the man of my dreams. I would love to be with him. He's told me all things that you don't do right. Like, no, cameras off. What we're not about to do is that. Because some of the things were borderline, scratch that. Some of those things were crossing the line. They were a bit much, excessive, borderline disrespectful. Like, I can pull, you're a man is feeling me even when the cameras aren't rolling, like that type of vibe. Oh no, like, as y'all can see, the only things I can say about this is, oh, like, the show is good, and if they say they're coming back with a season 2, oh, guess who's gonna be watching? Me. But I'm putting myself in the place of any of those women or people. No, like, underneath the surface and all the like toxicity, that's it, right, child? All the drama and stuff like that, I can see again how it can be like a good self-reflecting, who am I as a person, what do I really want? I can see it, but I don't need no other heifer telling me, oh girl, he is fine, he kisses me when the cameras are off. Y'all do what? And at that point, my mic pack would be on the table and me and her would be outside. That's all I can say about it, because you're not going to be disrespecting me. And, you know, because I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want to be too long, especially if I'm not giving y'all no spoilers. But because when you come into the house or whoever, the experience with the person, so you're in a relationship, but once the day comes where y'all go off and vibe with other people, you're technically single. You have to get in that mindset of, okay, I'm single, I'm dating around to see if there's potentially somebody who's a better fit for me. My mind doesn't work like that. Like, not that quickly. Like, just 24 hours ago, we were hugged up, smooched up, cuddled up in the bed, talking about, I love you, you're the person I want to marry. And then 13 hours later, you're on the beach by the pool, you know, vibing with somebody for 4 hours. Like, no. I had to have a moment. Okay. Anyway, but that's all I wanted to say, y'all. So let me know if you have watched it. And again, if y'all want me to go into more detail about, you know, the specific couples and what they was going through and the outcomes, that's the big thing. I don't want to ruin the spoilers as far as the outcomes of the relationship, because, you know, twists and turns. But if y'all watched it, let me know in the comments. And also, could you see yourself actually doing that, whether you're the person who would be, giving the ultimate, like giving that person the ultimatum, would you like force them to go on the show or bring it up to them? Or if you were the person receiving the ultimatum, would you even agree to doing this? So how would that go for you? I would love to know y'all's different opinions and responses and stuff like that. But of course, if you have a difference of opinion with somebody, please be respectful. It's very lighthearted, it's very fun. We respect all opinions over here. But that's all I wanted to say. So until the next time, I love y'all, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.